I'm Pranab Doley and I come from India. I am an indigenous person and I have been part of many struggles of communities to protect their land from different projects where the communities thought that it's not right for them to have the project in their own lands, from solar project to conservation projects, and the struggle continues. And it's also comforting because there are so many other indigenous people in this hall itself who share the same story as I do and who give me their strength to come and stand in front of you here. The indigenous communities already provide a lot by being the guardians and stewards of the majority. In scientific terms or industrial terms, they would call it as sinks, carbon sinks, or different kind of terminologies, as gift to humanity by protecting these resources, this region, this clean air, water, everything. And we also cherish that. Not only cherish those spaces, but the communities, because of whose commitment, because of whose integrity, because of whose vision of being alive, being human, all these spaces survive crisis. And that's why we are gathering in big numbers in multiple forums across the world with a frenzy to find a solution at the earliest, at the quickest. But then somewhere in this cacophony, we feel that the sounds of the people, the voices of the people who need to be heard the most gets blurred out in big rooms with technological terms, with big policies. I mean, we are not being able to put our ears to the ground, which gives us the real solution. It reminds me of what one of our ancestors or our ancestors believed in, that we have not inherited the earth from our ancestors, but we have borrowed it from our children. So we should be accountable to the coming generation, to the children, from the deep forest in Amazonia, where they are growing up, where they are born, where they are waiting to be born, to all the children who are losing their lives in Gaza or many other parts because of human created, because of powerful people's lust and greed for ambitions and power, which is demonic in nature. We societies who have been providing all these services without asking for much to whole of humanity also deserve the right to dignity, the respectful place in this whole idea of transitioning, of becoming a better world where everyone can live peacefully. And tell you chapters of my own experience of doing what I do at the risk of being falsely accused, being targeted, being attacked, me, my community, and so many other human rights defenders and communities across the world. We are vulnerable, very vulnerable, not because we don't know how to deal with the world, with the forces of nature, but because of the incapacity to understand, because of the lack of courage of leaders, both national and business, who are there in the boat and have the capacity to make decisions because of their lack of integrity and because of their lack of spine to stand up to what is wrong. And we need to correct that. So I would make an earnest appeal and request to everyone present here that indigenous people are not demanding anything from your homes, but just wanting to protect their homes in order to protect this earth and everyone. We are saying that we are right holders. We have a right to exist. Our right to self-determination, our right to say no, a right to have a culturally appropriate system that doesn't repeat itself in the colonial extractive process, where we are deciding like how we want to talk together as equals, not as someone who can be outside the room. So that is not the solution. So at the end, I appeal to all of you that let's make the voice louder and clearer, that we are all in this crisis together and we have to all work together to get out of it. But for that, respecting Earth's right, respecting the rights of the indigenous communities is primary and it's central. Our right to free, prior, informed consent, our right to be partners in this whole process by working out strategies together, our right to not be attacked, not be annihilated, not be disposes into homeless entities. We want to preserve that. And so Mahatma Gandhi, who we consider the father of our nation in India, said, we have enough for everyone's need, but we don't have enough for everyone's greed. So let us not be greedy, let us not be inhumane, let us not be blind to the crisis that is here in front of us. Let us work it out together. Thank you, and a great pleasure to be addressing this from here in front of you, and thank you all, my indigenous family and everyone here who are compassionate, who are willing to listen, who are willing to change. We are in it together. Let us get out of this together. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranab.